Hello and welcome everybody to Game 2 of the final series of the Consolation tournament, Melonheads vs. Bombers. The culmination of the tournament among all of us scrubs who failed to make the playoffs. Bombers won Game 1, I forget right now the exact score, I think 12-6 in the overall matchup as we won on our side 7-1. We're going to Game 2, going to Casa de Pablo. I'm not sure if Repub with the Bombers has been tested on Sandy Field yet. I know he was somewhat nervous about going there. When I played the Bombers at Casa in the regular season, I lost 9-2. That was also with Jalen coaching them, so not sure what they'll put up, but we'll see. If we win this game, tie it up, it's anybody's ears. If we lose, then Bombers probably have it in the bag. Vicky with a fielding nerf. First thing I see when I go in here, but that's not a big deal. She doesn't field like a 10 fielder anyway. It probably won't make much difference. The running is intact, and nobody else has any bad days. Or good days, but that's part of the course. Alright, so that's good. I get to play with my lineup at full potential. Let's see. Going to go ahead and shuffle my lineup around some here. Because Alexis has been underperforming, I'm going to put her at the bottom of the lineup, try to drive in anybody who gets odd. Near the end of the batting order, move Tanya up to the 2 spot, Tony to the 4 spot, having right before Angela. We'll see how that works out. As for the Bombers, let's see, Dimitri with an overall boost, more likely to hit another random bomb, will be good at throwing the ball in. Nancy Chin with a small hitting boost. Oh, and okay, there is something significant here. Brett Olson with a significant bad day. Down to 6 running, 5 fielding, so who knows how well he'll be able to throw. He certainly won't be as fast, so that'll make third base a much weaker spot. We'll see if I end up hitting the ball in the right way for that to come into play in this game or not, but that's at least promising. Okay, so we will see what happens. Mostly ordinary game. Basically, Brett with an overall nerf is going to be the one day that probably has a big effect on this game. So here we go. We'll see how we can do here. I have, for the most part, not played very well at Casa all season. I did have one good game there against Crazy's Phillies in the last series here, and Lulu with a nice catch to start things off. Didn't think I was going to get that one, but managed to run to exactly the right spot. I had one good game here against Crazy, and that's been it, so we'll see if I can capture some magic here. Been doing well in some other seasons, especially the, well, never mind. Been doing decently in some other seasons, gotten some good rallies picked up, especially with like the 8-run rally I had in the Keeper League against Coast. So we'll see if I can put something like that together against this team, or if they just don't have enough hitting to make that work. 1-2-3 first inning at any rate. Taking care of business very quickly against the Bombers. Goes by without events. Let's see what we can do here. Stewart with an 838 average, much better than he had during the regular season. Let's hope that stays good. And he just takes care of business and gets on base here. Ooh. Hits it a little worryingly poorly there, but for whatever reason, I'm not sure if they were played back or not, but they were at least shifted to the left, and it took Payne long enough to get to the bag that Stewart was able to make it to first base without problem. Brings up Tanya Uchida. Had a couple RBI in the last game, but on the whole, it was a definite falling off from the girl who had been the star of my first couple of series of this tournament. And I do it again! Oh my goodness. This happened in another game earlier today. I mean to click to slide into second, and instead I accidentally turn around, so that majorly sucks for me. Stewart loses some stamina, and I lose a chance to steal second base with him. They, however, do not choose to get him out at second. Tanya instead just grounds out to short. Unfortunate for Tanya that she has not been doing as well in this series. I think the relative speeds of the defenses has been a major factor in that. Lou's up now, going to go for the hit and run play. I can't use bunt. Grounder, not bunt. I don't know what would have happened exactly if I used grounder instead. Unfortunately, Lulu hits it too well. Pops one up right by the first baseman, and she is able to grab it and tag her out. So Not getting good hits from my team here so far. Not looking like it's going to be a super productive inning. We'll see what happens. So Tony Delvecchio's up. Solid hit here will score Stewart. And at least put us on the board. Hit into center field. Looks like that is going to be enough to get him on base. Dimitri fires it in straight to the mound right away, but Tony is able to make it to first. Stewart scores. It is 1-0 Melonheads. Let's see what Angela can do. No chance of a double play here, which is the biggest risk of putting my two slowest hitters batting back-to-back. I'm probably swinging too quickly here. I've only used 6 pitches so far. This is my 5th batter, so... being too hasty can be a problem sometimes. And Angela crushes one. I'm not sure if it's close. Off the wall, off the top of the wall, for a 2-run shot by Angela Delvecchio. Just barely makes it. It's good enough. 366-foot home run, and it is 3-0 Melonheads. Gotta settle into it a bit more, and then better things happen. Alright, Vicky Kawaguchi. She can aim one up towards Brett. That might help us out too, we'll see. On the other hand, okay, I seem to recall that the Bombers like to play the infield in when Vicky's hitting, so grounder is likely to just go straight to a fielder and not leave her with a chance. I do think line drive is a better bet here. Fouls it off. 1-2 the count. Definitely want to hit it up the third baseline if I can. Brett is not only is Brett the weakest fielder today in this infield, but it also gives her the most time to reach first. Unfortunately, I swing early on that one for strike 3. Vicky strikes out. That ends the first inning, but we did score 3 runs on 3 hits there. A good start to the game. 3-0 after 1. Nancy Chin, the hitter, she does have a batting boost in play. We will see if that comes into play or not. Angela finished the first inning on 3 pitches total. Bombers put the bat on the ball, and we were able to field it properly. Looked like it should be strike 3, but called the ball instead. 1-2 the count. Chin fouls it off, so already Angela has used more pitches on this first batter than she did in the entire first inning. Finally get her out as she swings and misses at strike 3. 1 down. That brings up Jason Kendall. Angela did get more juice from that strikeout. Always what you want to get from pitching power up if you don't have it already. Kendall hits one down the first baseline, and Steph is able to turn the out easily. Horace Young up. He is on my team in Keeper League, and I have gotten good value out of him so far. One of the more consistent hitters on that team, I think, when using the power swing. So Horace does single, but that brings up nerfed Brett Olson. With only his normal 1 bat and only 6 speed, he shouldn't be much of an issue here. Bombers don't have any power-ups or anything, so that's about the only way this would be intimidating. Does put the bat on the ball on a lanky pop-up. Steph grabs it, is able to easily get him out at first. Sending us to the bottom of the second. It is 3-0 Melonheads. Let's see what the bottom of my lineup can do today. Stephanie Yep has had a decent postseason, but not such a great first game against the Bombers. And showing her having a bad day. It's not anything that visibly affects her stats, so anybody's guess as to what's ailing her. That's never a good sign. Swing spot tantalizes me on that one, but Unfortunately, Steph does not hit it well. Looks for a moment like they might throw it past first base, but Jillian Payne's extra reach coming into play there. Stephanie is out. On the first pitch. To show that I don't learn from my mistakes, Fernando also swings at the first pitch and also hits a dinky grounder to the pitcher. That looked like one that I could hit a lot better than that. So, swinging on the first pitch is not working out so well for me this game. Let's see if I can buck that habit before the game's end. Alexis Weiss is a hitter in her new spot at the bottom of the lineup since she's having more trouble at the top. Perfect time to hit a solo home run or something like that. Or just pop out so that Stewart can start off the next inning. One and two the count on a nasty corner strike by Nancy. And that's going to be strike three. Oof. Called strike three on another nasty corner pitch. On power, probably would have missed, probably should have swung. I did not, though. Alexa strikes out to end the inning on 1-2-3 fashion. Nothing doing on the second inning. 3-0 still going into the third. That brings up Jillian Payne, who, with that extra Richie Sexton height, is making my life a little bit difficult at first base. Not going to be the most intimidating at the plate. Could potentially hit the ball well, but not too fast. One of the slowest players on this Bombers team. Hits one towards third in about the worst possible spot. No play at first base. Angela cannot make the throw. Not going to try. Would just kill her juice, probably to no effect. Runner on first then, with nobody out for Esther French. In response to a comment on the chat, no, I do not want to consider playing 2001. Not even outside of this, not even outside of this season, which is 2003 only. I personally find 03 to be a much more overall enjoyable experience. We get the strikeout, and Sonia Hagen is a hitter. Drills one ball to center field. Stewart is in the path. He does not catch it, but he does stop it from going too far. Holds her to a single. For Hagen and Dimitri the hitter could be dangerous with his small batting boost and already decent power. Swings and misses at strike two, 0-2 the count. There's a runner on first, 2 outs. As long as we can get Dimitri out, we're fine. If Dimitri gets his bat on the ball well, though, it could be trouble. Fortunately, he doesn't get his bat on the ball well. Just a tiny hit back up towards the pitcher. Angela is able to field it successfully. That ends the inning. A couple hits for the Bombers, but nobody comes across the plate. Still 3-0 Melonheads. We're back at the top of our lineup. Stewart is up, hoping to start the inning off well with a nice base hit. Take strike one on a corner pitch. 1-1 the count. Puts a bat on the ball here. A bit poppy. Actually gets past Sonia at short, though. Stewart does single successfully. Tanya Uchida now the hitter. 0 for 1 today on the ground up to short. Stewart gonna steal second. This time I fail completely to make him slide, but at least I didn't make him turn around. I'm not sure what's giving me trouble with sliding into second base today. But I'm having a lot more trouble with that than normal. Oh, and 2 the count on Tanya. Nancy not giving her any good pitches to play with, and that extends to the 3rd strike. She is able to put the bat on the ball, and Sonia has an error, does not go for the play at first, so Tanya makes it onto base. Brings up Lou and Louie. Runners on 1st and 2nd, hoping to at least advance Lulu, and Stewart successfully to base. That is what happens. Tanya does not have the speed to beat out Lulu's weak hitting. Maybe should have gone for a bigger hit there. But oh well. Stewart does make it to 3rd, Lulu makes it to 1st. Got 2 fast runners on, with 1 out for Tony Delvecchio. Good chance to knock in a couple of runs here. Tony's takes strike 1 on the corner pitch. Lulu grabs 2nd base. No play is made. And once again, Nancy not really giving me any good pitches to work with here. Oh, crap. I have to turn around, hoping to take advantage of Payne's bad arm to get Stewart home, but she immediately locks in the pitcher, so I'm not allowed to send him home. Would have been able to score otherwise. Normally that's not a problem. Unfortunately, this time it happened to be thanks to the way the play worked out. Not much you can do about it there. So Tony pops out after once again not getting any good pitches to work with from Nancy. 2 outs now for Angela. If she can hit it well here, we get a couple more runs in. If not, then this inning is a wash. That's a good looking pitch. That's a decent looking hit. Doesn't look like it's going to go quite far enough though. Nope. So, rough times with the AI getting in my way. We're not able to score any runs. Not able to hit the ball well here with any of my hitters. The recurring theme of the Melonheads this season. 3 innings are done. It's 3-0. Two and 1 the count as Angela's having trouble hitting the strike zone. Tag him out at 2nd as he's a bit over eager. Stewart is able to make the play in time. Nancy Chin, the hitter, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Angela having some trouble with stamina, but we do have the juice box in reserve is a good news. And strikes out Nancy again. Angela has 3 strikeouts on this game so far, and 2 of them are against Chin. That brings up Jason Kendall. Two and 0 the count. Angela is suddenly having a lot of trouble hitting the strike zone. If things don't change soon, I'm gonna have to just use that juice box. It would be nicer to wait until next inning or later, so I still have it in reserve, but if you can't throw the ball in the strike zone, that's an issue. Strike him out, though. Angela is able to make it through the 4th without having to bust out the juice box. Still no score by the Bombers. Going into the bottom of the 4th, it's 3-0, and we really need to start scoring more runs here if we want to have any prayer of winning this matchup. 3 runs in the 1st, but haven't been able to score since then. Again, the lack of production by my hitters giving me some trouble here. Vicky is now up. She's 0 for 1 today after striking out in the first, looks maybe en route to another strikeout. 0-2 the count after 2 nasty pitches. She fouls, strike 3 off though. Keeps the at-bat alive. And pops one up, but goes straight to first base. First out. Bringing up Stephanie Morgan. Steph is 0 for 1 today. Swung at the first pitch in the second inning and did not hit the ball well. Gonna try to be a bit more patient here and go for a better pitch. Ooh. Maybe like that one, but yes, it does get enough pop. I was about to say, nope, it doesn't get enough pop, but it just barely makes it past Payne. Steph makes it to first base with a single. Nice. Thought that was going to be another out, but Steph does get on base. Hopefully this is the start of something beautiful. Fernando Diaz, a hitter. Has struggled throughout the season and including in this series and in this game where he swung at the first pitch and just hit a little grounder to the pitcher. This time, though, makes better contact, hits one to right center. Dimitri is not able to stop the ball in time. Fernando is going for 2. And he is going to make it without an issue. They are getting the ball in quick enough, though. I am not comfortable sending Steph home with not knowing exactly how good Brett's arm is. Still, double by Fernando. We now have runners on first and second with just 1 out. Alexis Weiss, a hitter. Let's see if she can drive some in. One and 0 the count. Second pitch looks to be on the high side. Not high enough to be a ball, but high enough that I don't want to try to hit it. Second one a bit low. Too low, as it turns out. That was ball 2, or should have been ball 2, but I swung and made it strike 2 instead. Chin's pitch is getting a bit wilder here. Way high for ball 2. 2-2 the count, so maybe she's starting to tire out a bit. Swing a bit early on that one, I think. And Alexis fouls it off. Still 2-2. Fouls it off again. Probably should have gone to closed for that pitch. Continues to be 2-2. I just want Alexis to get a good hit here. And drives from in. Ooh! Nasty slow ball there. Looked like it was going to miss a strike zone, but then dangled just in. Alexis strikes out for the second time this game. 2 outs now. We might have trouble scoring. It's going to be all up to Tanya, really. Stewart just going to do what he can to get on base. Perfectly placed grounder. Lets him do that easily enough. Bases are loaded. 2 outs. Tanya is 1 for 2 today with a single. Was great in the first 2 series this year. Has fallen off some in this series. But if she can get another good hit here, then that'll be great. Unfortunately, she does not. Little ground ball that comes close enough to Brett to be an easy 3rd out. Unfortunately, Tanya is falling off hard, and with her, the Melonheads as a whole. So, the recurring chorus, my hitters are not able to deliver when I need them to. Get 3 on, but strand them all going into the 5th inning, still just 3-0. Forrest Young swings that first pitch for a strike. 0-2 the count. Oh, and 1 is a count on Brett. Oh, and 2. Apologies if the lack of commentary here on the Bombers side is a problem. I just don't have anything to say about them right now. Bit of a rough game as we've had 3 straight scoreless innings. Had some good setups, but have not been able to deliver on them. Bit frustrating. This is like a regular season win, honestly, and I'm against another indoor team. Something about these indoor defenses seems to work against me. is my best guess. I think they're probably just good enough to counter my team, or I don't know, maybe, again, my team is just crappy against any defense that isn't super slow, but my hitters were working well earlier in this postseason. Now they just aren't. They just aren't. Alright, let's see if we can make some magic happen here in the 5th inning. Lulu leads off. A single and a ground ball straight to the first baseman on this game. Strike one on an outside pitch. Don't want to swing over there if I can avoid it. But Nancy might not give me anything else to work with. Strike two. One and two the count. Slightly inside pitch. Not sure whether that would have been called a ball or a strike. I think my timing was off slightly there. Lulu strikes out. One out, and that definitely puts a damper on any efforts for a rally here. Let's see if Tony and Angela can deliver here, though. Tony 1 for 2, singled in a run in the first, and then popped out in the second. Not in the second, in the third. Starting off the downfall of that inning. Get fooled by a pitch on the outside corner. Third pitch, he hits well, though, but Fred is there. Fred does not catch it. Fred drops it. Is able to get it in, but that is a single for Tony. Hopefully this is not just a setup for a double play. Angela Delvecchio is a hitter. Swings at the first pitch. Messed up the timing. Some folks seem to think that AI pitchers who pitch slow balls are not good to have on the team, because I guess they're thinking slow balls are easier to hit, but honestly, honest to goodness, slow balls give me more trouble than any other sort of pitch here. And also, this is really, really bad. Fortunately, Nancy bungles it. Looked like Angela had a perfect setup there for a double play with the dinky grounder, but Nancy bungles it. Angela and Tony are both able to make it safe. No double play yet. Low for ball one for Vicky. Vicky hit one well before in this game. Let's see if she can do it again and get us something other than a double play. Grounder is just asking for a double play with Tony and Angela both on enforced. Gotta go line drive here. Anyways, I was saying before, slow balls, honest to goodness, give me more trouble than any other sort of pitch. They just mess with my timing so bad. Vicky fouls that one off, keeping the at-bat alive. Count is 2-2. And that is not looking good. Kendall fires it up to third. Brett fires it up to second. Definitely a worse arm than we're used to, but it is still enough. Double play. No runs scored in the 5th inning. Bombers have a power-up. This is bad. This is quite bad. Esther French, the hitter, fortunately is not the most intimidating, and she hits a nothing ball. Fernando's able to easily field it for the first out. Sonia Hagen, though, is going to be a bit rougher. 1 for 2 with a single. That came off of a strong hit to center field, which Stewart was not able to catch. Let's see if she accomplishes something similar here. Angela has managed to go the entire game without using her juice box. So still has that in reserve. And chops one into the ground. Goes straight to Angela. Angela flubs the first throw. Second goes a bit short and not able to make it on time. Oh, Angela. Angela not able to make the throw. That puts a runner on first. The AI has a power-up. Let the slaughter commence. This might be a loss to the AI. Or not. Dimitri, instead of making use of the power-up, chooses to hit the ball into the ground. Play is made at first. Unfortunately, not able to double off Sonia at second. Stephanie did not throw the ball when I first clicked. I'm not sure why. Maybe I clicked slightly too early, but that resulted in enough delay before I processed that and clicked again that it was a no-doubter. But Fred also does not use a power-up. The Bombers not using their power-up for goodness knows what reason. Stephanie just barely beats Fred to the bag, and that puts this game in the proverbial bag. Final score, Melonheads 3, Bombers 0.